2019. So I'm on Periscope. And as you know, this is the first place that I did live stream back in 2015. And I truly love live stream and I love Periscope. So since I have so many people in my community, I wanted to do the top 5 things that's happened on Periscope broadcast because I had a lot of fun on this live stream app as well as building community. So, number one, creating my Projectized project management show. So, January of this year, I made a decision to start my daily work week Projectized project management show because I'm a certified project manager and project management is very huge. And a lot of people wanted to get certified and know more about it. But pursuing certification could be very costly. So Projectize covers 3 things: the business of project management, how businesses use project management, and obtaining project management certification. So I broadcast the show Mondays through Fridays, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I've had a lot of success in that. Moreover, my expanding, recording on Lula.tv and live streaming across YouTube Live and Instagram Live really boosted my viewership because it was on 2 other social media channels, and those people were also interested in project management. So every time I would go live, I would have somebody in my audience. But that was a game changer because it taught me the importance of, content creation, coming on here and just broadcasting and being consistent. So when you have to create, 5 shows a week and you had to come up with, current with project management, another thing that I would say is big for me is the fact that I was able to be in a situation where this content was helping me land opportunities and do videos. It's not lost on me that I'm able to get opportunities from the Project Management Institute, which oversees and has created the Project Management Professional Certification through my consistency of creating Projectiles because it allowed me to have the consistency and the energy to create other opportunities and other videos. Before Projectiles, I wasn't doing, a show and something concentrated on one topic 5 times a week. I would broadcast every other day or once a week or when I feel like it, but it forced me to be consistent. And that's really helped. I gotten people subscribe to me simply because I was very good at explaining things. And that's something that Projectize has also helped me with, improving my verbal communication skills because you have to present 5 times a week. Also, I get a lot of benefit, a personal benefit out of Projectize because I love helping people. That's what Projectize was about. It's about to teach you project management basics, to learn the landscape of the project management industry, what's going on, and current events. So that's number one. The big number one is Projectize. And on a programming note, if you're watching this New Year's Eve, we will have a 5:30 broadcast for the best in Projectize. So be on the lookout for that. No broadcast on New Year's Day, but yes, we'll have a broadcast later today at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Number 2, my most watched broadcast, Target Misses the Bullseye, How I Missed the Mark, received over 2,500 broadcasts. So I do have to give an update regarding this. I did get information from the company that it wasn't a hack. It was it was something that was internal because it happened over Father's Day, and I did have to report that because that's something that's very important regarding Projectiles, but any type of video that I do, when I receive updated information from an integrity perspective, it's still important to make sure that people have the correct information. So I did say it was a hack, but it was actual internal, but still the fact that it happened the Saturday before Father's Day, which is a holiday, and people were getting things for their fathers, husbands, brothers, all their male relatives, very big inconvenience to them. But that was my most watched broadcast. Number three, I mean, is YouTube down, because YouTube went down a month earlier that month. And that was very weird because YouTube is owned by Google, and Google never goes down. And you had a series of, Instagram going down, Facebook going down, even Twitter going down. And I'll get to those later. But the fact that YouTube went down, that was huge, because it just magnifies the importance of having an email address, an email list. And that's something that I've always talked about when it comes to social media. It's great. I think another thing that shocked people regarding YouTube is that it is social media. It's video social media. Oftentimes when we think social media, we think text and picture based. We don't talk about video based social media, because YouTube is so ubiquitous. When we think about Facebook, we think about Instagram, we think about Twitter, but and to a lesser extent, we think about LinkedIn, but YouTube is social media too. And when it went down, that was I believe that my second highest broadcast for YouTube down. Number four, Wow Airlines, a project management failure. So it was, I believe, earlier in the spring where Wow Airlines stranded thousands of customers because it didn't have enough cash to operate. And so one of the rules, I believe, is if you don't have enough cash on hand to pay your bills, you can't be open for operation. Well, it ceased operation, but it stranded all the people. And I framed it as a project management failure, but also it reinforced and it reignited the whole airplane passenger rights, because it went out of business. You had to, if you booked the ticket and wow, it's probably not refundable. So you have to find another way of getting home. Say, for instance, you live here in the United States and you were vacationing in Europe and you took Wow Airlines. You have to find a way to get back home using your own money. And most people do not have the disposable income to dip into their funds to buy an additional plane ticket to go home, especially if you were to buy even with trip insurance. That was seen as something that was very weird. And I took time to discuss it from a project management failure perspective. I believe it's one of the Projectized episodes. And then number five, as I mentioned, Facebook and Instagram going down, that received over 500 views. And that's when I first started talking about email marketing and the importance of owning your list. You can also have a text message or a mobile list, but just getting off of social media because you don't own it. You do own your email list, you own your text list, you don't own social media. As much as I love not Projectized, as much as I love Periscope, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you don't own any of that, but you do control your newsletter, you control your email. So those are the top five things from 2019 for Periscope. First and foremost, I would like to thank everybody in my community for taking out the time to subscribe. As I mentioned, you can subscribe to my Periscope at periscope.tv/Carla R. Jenkins. I put the link in the description. Here's to a great 2009 and even better 2020 and beyond. And final thing is, remember, I'm coming back 5:30 tonight Eastern Standard Time for the best of Projectized. Be on the lookout for that. I look forward to seeing everyone in the audience, and I'll see everybody in the next live stream video. Goodbye.